It's recording.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Wait,
huh?
what?
Did it just record what I
Hey,
said?
yes,
No.
No,
all of it. All of it was
Oh,
recorded,
crap.
Dustin. Hey,
we're
welcome to the
canceled.
WKN podcast where Dustin likes to give out extra information that he don't need to be given out.
Bank account
Yep.
information, social security number, all the things.
That's okay though, because if you are able to get any type of loan using Dustin's social security account,
Yeah.
he's going to be
Let
really
me know
pissed
how you
off
did it,
due to the
because
fact that
I
he
I
can't.
can't get nothing.
He can't.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
if you would like our Yamaha boat loan information because you're going to pay it off, here it is. Because other than that, I don't really know why you would
Hit
scam
us
us
up in
with
the
our.
DMs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
They're still trying to get rid of the boat. They think they have a potential, I'd say what, 85, 90%?
I'm gonna
99%.
say
I'm going to say
90. I,
95.
I was gonna say 95% because
Okay,
He
the
seems
app.
legit.
65%
It's
it
just,
is.
Yeah,
yeah, he
and
seems legit.
this dude.
Well, good luck.
Dustin's just in a
Hopefully it does.
panic
So
mode right now
Dustin
because
might
it's
be
so
stepping
close.
away
I'm just freaking out,
with the
man.
phone call.
He's freaking out, man.
Hopefully.
We have lots of moving parts
This
going right
guy
now in our
that's
lives,
that's
and it's
buying our
stressful.
boat is the director.
I don't know if you can say that of a company who works for CBS. I don't know because there's probably only one, so you probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
He's got money. He has two
He's high on the food
Porsches.
chain somewhere.
Yes, he's high
Yes.
on the food chain. So, but that's probably why he's using some weird ass bank. But
Yeah.
we
I
have
don't know
just
what bank he's using.
we have just never sold we have just never sold anything for this amount of money that we still owed on, other than to a car dealership. So we've never had to, you know what I mean? We've never had to do like
Yeah,
a
dealership
pay
does all that
off.
stuff for you,
Yeah,
where
they do
now
all that for you.
Exactly.
you're
So
doing
So
it as
we're
a
just
private
like,
seller.
we literally have no clue what the hell's happening right now because we've never done this. He seems calm, cool, and collected. So I guess we're just like, we don't know what to do because, it's like, well, we don't, he has to have, he has for the bank to give him money, he has to have it insured. So then he had to have like the title information and stuff like that. And we're like, well, we don't really want to give him our freaking VIN number, but he has to have it. And then the bank
I
also
mean,
wants
I ain't
it.
signed the title over, so they can't do nothing with it
Yeah.
anyway.
So
Like
it's
the title's
all
in my hand, it's not signed.
it's fine. It's just feels like you're giving a lot of information that I'm sure the dealership uses. I'm sure that that's normal. It's just us. We're like, because it's a lot of money.
I just send them a
So
copy of
My
my social
God.
security card. I just send
yeah,
them
mine,
my bank account numbers and
my
my PIN
mother's maiden
numbers
name.
for all of my credit cards, the CCV codes on the back of all of
Yeah,
them.
Got it
You know,
all.
yeah.
They got it all.
but his
He said he
insurance
was a
starts.
prince from like
Yeah, yeah,
Arabia.
Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his insurance starts tomorrow, so I'm hoping that
I'm
we have a payoff tonight or
hoping we have a
tomorrow.
payoff here in about 10 minutes when the bank calls.
Yeah, so we'll see.
He
Maybe.
told me he's planning to take it out on the lake Friday morning. So,
Nice.
Perfect.
and it's now Monday
Monday.
night. So,
He has
sometime
time.
between now and Friday,
Yeah.
It'll be
it'll
out of your storage.
finally be gone.
I hope so because we have, like I said, we have other sticks in the fire. We need room in our driveway because
Yeah.
we need room in our driveway
We
and
need
our
a bigger
boat's taking up a
driveway
lot.
as it is.
You
But
just need to go buy land, buy a new
I know,
house.
Yeah.
I know.
With what money? Would you like
Yeah.
me
Again,
to would you like me to buy that
With
with?
somebody else's bank account.
yeah.
Maybe you can get that guy's
Thomas, are you guys
information.
Yeah.
hiring? Is
Yeah.
the
Right.
government hiring? No,
Right
no,
now,
we're
the
we're
government
good.
is
No.
not really hiring. They've done a freeze right now.
Oh
So no.
no, that's bad.
They're
Yeah,
probably
it's been like
They're
hiring
that.
probably out of
for
money. They're probably out of money by paying you $1 million a week.
It's all going to Thomas's salary.
Sorry,
um
government. It's cool. I
Definitely
mean, I
not.
do like $550,000 haircuts every day, so it's fine. In our delusional, how much money we make world.
In our
Yep.
dreams, and we
Yeah, in
wish.
our dreams.
And I
It's
wish.
cool. We're all poor. It's fine.
Yes. Oh, but
You
we're
know
on
why?
episode.
Do you know
What
why we're all
episode are we
poor?
on? Hold on. What episode are we on again? We forgot to mention that. 20,
I'm odd, so maybe 26. Yeah.
26.
And
26.
welcome, because we are on an episode, so welcome to the WKN podcast.
Hello.
Wait, did we start this episode already?
We did.
I'm
I think so.
Sylvia.
I don't know.
I'm Sylvia. Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
here for the ride.
We're all here for the.
Yeah, we've had a crazy weekend.
Yeah.
You had a really crazy weekend, Thomas. You
Yeah,
had a
we
busy
did.
week.
Yeah, Saturday was so
What had
Friday.
happened was
Well, yeah, what happened was, Friday, Jeff did his Gen uh Mickey Thompson
For-
meet on Friday at
Mhm.
what was it, Steak and Shake. So
And it was his birthday, or 2 days before his birthday, so kind of his
Yep.
birthday.
Yep. And
Happy birthday, Jeff.
yes, happy
Belated.
late birthday now, but yeah, happy birthday, Jeff. But yeah, so we all met up there.
We didn't. I didn't go.
Well, Stacy had to work.
She was there in
Oh.
spirit.
But there was a handful of us there hanging out. And then Saturday, met over at Eric and Jennifer's to do Brian's rock crawler lift install, his 4.5 inch lift. See,
Nice.
And what did you say he had previous to that?
it was I think like a 3.5 inch rough country, but
It was rough country.
yeah, the
Okay.
arms and springs were rough country, but the shocks he has are the Falcon. Was it the
They got like the bypass
3
and stuff on
series
them,
or whatever?
don't they?
Yeah, it's the 3 series. I think it's the 3 series. I can't remember for sure, but it's their high end shock package.
Was he able to
that
use
he
that
had
shock
there.
on the new spring height too?
He kept those shocks. He just
Yeah.
had to do.
Nice.
He had to put some extensions. He put the Terraflex extensions on there. I think they're the 1 or 2 inch extensions on
Yeah.
his shock ends. He definitely needed those. His limiting factor is definitely going to be his shock because he did the 4.5 inch rock crawler mid arm, and
Nice.
he's definitely running out of shock on that.
Yeah.
So he'll eventually probably get some longer shocks for it.
Well, that was my problem a lot. I just had to get
Well,
longer
that's
and longer
that's
and longer
that's my
shots.
problem too.
Yeah.
I run out of shot travel.
I feel like
Um,
the companies do that just to be extra safe or cautious about it, like because they use the same shock for like the 3.5 to the 5.5 inch kid or whatever. So there's always extra room. I mean, you should always like get some measurements and fine tune your shock travel. I feel like with all the
Yeah,
lift
because you
kits,
do get to a point where you end up, if you get too long a shock, now your springs are going to be
your
popping out.
springs are gonna be popping off. So you obviously don't want that, but then you obviously don't want it to be like have 3 inches of extra spring that you could use or whatever that you can't use just because your shocks are limiting you. But
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the companies actually come up with the shock travel links that they put in with the kits. Did his kit
Yeah.
come with shocks, or did he just order them?
No,
Like
he
he just
just
ordered
ordered
the
without the
springs
shock.
and the control
Yeah.
arms separate.
Yep,
Nice.
everything but the shocks, and he also he got the Steer Smart high mount drag link. So
Oh, really?
curious how that's going to work out. Steer Smart, you don't have to drill the knuckle out like most all your other ones to do a high mount. Theirs is specifically made for
So did he do
Dana
Did it come with
44.
a new track bar bracket to raise that up as well?
Yeah, it was a separate track bar bracket that he got. I believe it was Steer Smart's track bar bracket.
Okay.
That he had to raise it up so it's basically pretty close
Yeah,
to parallel
in line with
the
the
yeah,
yeah.
with trying to keep the geometry is
Yeah, I'm curious on
consistent
if
as possible.
it'll do any rubbing on the frame up there. I know they
Yeah, it's
said
not
that
supposed
with
to, but we'll find out.
we'll see.
We'll find out for sure. And
I
then
know
he did
specifically they said like on the metal cloak kits that you can't do it because it'll hit.
it's going to run into the frame.
It's going to run into it'll run into the frame if you do the high geometry kit with I don't know if it's just because the amount of flex you get or compression you get, it's different. But yeah,
Yeah. I do see losing some up travel because of it, but
right.
we'll find out for sure.
Mhm.
When we take it out or when he takes it out. Probably need to try to throw it on the ramp or something to see. But if he comes with us, because we're planning to do a trip this Saturday, somewhere. We're not 100% sure yet, but I think we got a couple places narrowed down on where we're gonna try to go.
Nice.
But
We're planning a trip to Illinois to my dad's.
yes.
We will not be
Well,
there.
we're planning an
You
off-road
could
trip.
drive up there as well. I mean, he's got some bottoms that you could go down in.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
mapped out trails.
We'll
You
make
have
our own
to
trails
you have to make your own.
and then
I mean,
post the
just that
topic.
one hill would be, I don't even think I've taken my Jeep down that hill.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you need a tractor
Oh,
generally to get
you're
up there
thinking
because the
four
roads
wheelers
are
and his
Well, y'all normally take the Armada when y'all go, don't
not since
y'all?
not since it's been so
yeah,
washed out though.
because Savannah comes, so we always take the dogs and stuff, and they ain't all fit in the Jeep. His wave release humongous.
But if we ever get a motor home and go up there, then we can drag my Jeep behind us.
No, why would we do that?
If we were going to stay for more than one day.
Okay.
There's Griswold
Right.
Springs, right? Like 2 miles from my dad's house, the airport.
Yeah, but it's a 3 hour drive. So
So is Hollywood.
And
Exactly.
if
Stay
you're
the
right,
night there.
I'm wrong. But I'm always wrong. It's fine.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Everything
all
is fine.
It's
Anyway.
A-OK. Right.
So
But
do you
yeah,
guys have
it
any
took us.
problems?
No, actually, everything went. Dustin would approve with this build. Dustin would
Good.
approve.
Nice.
Dustin would
Yeah,
definitely approve.
I was maybe gonna come, and then
I was
I'd
working.
messaged that one guy about the this motorhome that we're looking at. It was in Florence, and I was talking to him until like noon, or like first I was tracking it down because they have two different sales lots. One is in Florence, and one is in Cold Springs, I think, somewhere. Anyway, so I called it online. It said it was at Florence, and I called Florence, and then the dude wasn't there. He was like, "Oh, I think that one went back to Cold Springs." And I called Cold Springs, and then he's like, "No, that's not here. That's at Florence." And I was like, "Well, the Florence dude just told me it was with you." And then he's like, "No, this ain't here. I'm out here on the lot right now." So then I tried calling the other dude back. I couldn't get back a hold of him. So an hour later, I called him, and I was like, "Hey, they're saying it's with you. Like, you sure you don't have it there?" He's like, "Oh, I was driving south on the convertible when you called. Like, I wasn't even at the place. It is here. Yeah." I was like, "Cool. Well, I'm gonna come down and look at it because you know." And then he's like, "Well, problem is I got to leave in like an hour to go do this and this and this." And then I was like, "Okay, well." But then he
It's a
offered to,
small dealer. It's a small dealership, so they
yeah.
don't
But then he
have
offered to come
like
in
50
on
people.
Sunday, like because they're not open on Sunday. But he's like, "I'll meet you
Yeah.
tomorrow or whatever." And then by that time it was like 3 o'clock, and then I had to cut the grass and
You cleaned out the garage.
clean
The
the
garage is really
garage, and
clean.
There you go.
it just didn't work out.
Something I need to
But
do
I need a
more
bigger
of.
garage is what I need, or
Don't
less
we all?
crap,
Yes.
or maybe both, less
All the
crap
above.
and a bigger garage. Yes,
All the above.
yes.
Yeah, you get a bigger garage and it makes all your
You-
compact stuff look like you don't have anything.
Right,
So you
and then
need
you
a
fill it
bigger
up with
garage.
then you fill it up with more
Bigger
crap, and
garage and
then
spread it out.
yes, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I just have nowhere to put a bigger garage.
Yeah. No. You don't.
Yeah.
But
Then we went. Yeah. So we went Sunday and looked at it. And we really like it. So we'll have to see how it goes. That's why I said lots of moving parts with selling the boat and
yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, everything's got to align just right. So
Mhm.
the number one thing is selling the boat.
Selling the boat. That's why we want to, but we don't want to get too far into like the offer stuff until the like we'll make an offer. Like we made an
Until the
offer.
dude shows up with the money.
Yeah. But I'm not like, don't sign nothing. Don't even give them our social security, don't give them any information to run our credit or nothing until the other one's out.
Yeah.
So,
Or you know it, you give them one social security number and then they run like 40 inquiries on your credit.
right.
So we didn't even authorize this. Too late.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, there was
absolutely
a
happening.
dealership that did that to Stacy.
Really?
Like for a month. They
They just
kept
kept
running
running
it.
it
She had to
over and
call them and tell
over?
them to stop.
Really? Why would they keep running it? I don't understand.
To make us, yeah. She only told them that she's like, yeah, run a couple of places to see, and then they're like, nope, sorry, we can't help you. And then she checked her stuff, and they had been trying for about a
They kept
month.
trying to find someone to help. You're like, no, that's not helping me.
Yeah. I was like, why? Y'all, I already have a car. Stop.
Yeah, yeah, she already found something, and then went a completely different route, and yeah, yeah, it was funny. It was some used car place.
Annoying.
Yeah, it was crazy, but she'd already had something and everything. It's like you're whatever.
Dude,
Whatever. But yeah,
buying
no, we
buying a motorhome has been one of the most frustrating buying experiences that I've ever experienced
Nobody
in my
wants to,
life.
they never call you back. They never want to show it to you. It's annoying.
did that guy
It's
ever
hard.
send you a
It's hard.
text or a message on the yeah. That guy never texted Stacy whenever they got that supposedly got one in that week.
And then not
That
only
next
that, they all have different rules about like how old it is and how long they'll even offer financing. So if it's more than 7 years old, they will do up to 10 years if you have like perfect credit
Depending.
with
Some,
20% down. So like we
oh
found one
shit.
that we liked in Camping World in Indiana,
which I don't want to
but
do Camping World.
it was $90,000. It was 2008. So you have to have 20% down, and they'll only finance it for up to 10 years. So 20% down of $90,000 is 20 grand. So you got to pay 20 grand, and then you're financing 70 grand for 10 years at God knows whatever their interest
The
rates are.
interest
Since
rate,
it's
all of it
since
goes,
it's
yeah.
older, since it's older, like there was like starting at 10% since it's 2008 and up. So
Yeah, so
you're at
you're
least
you're looking
10%
at
interest.
probably between 1,000 1,500 depending on your interest rate.
Yeah.
Or even 2,000 depending
But
on
then like
that's a high interest rate, but
if you're looking at a newer one, like then the newer ones are like $150,000, and then they'll do an extra 5 years, and you still gotta have like 20%
But
down.
your
So
interest
then
rate is less.
your
So
interest
the
rate, so yeah,
payment,
they'll give you like a 7% interest rate, but you got to put down like 50 grand. Like who has $50,000 to just put down? Because I don't, but I guess some people do.
nope, I don't.
Yeah.
as I say, some people don't have a Jeep envelope instead.
The Jeep is why we can't have these things. If we didn't have these Jeeps, we
Oh, we'd
might
be
have
loaded.
50. We might have 50 grand in our bank account just chilling there for whatever we wanted to do.
We wouldn't be smiling. Our lives would suck. That's true.
Dustin Dustin begs to differ. Sylvia would be pouting, Dustin would be happy.
Yeah.
If we didn't have a Jeep, we could be going out on the boat every weekend, and we wouldn't even have to sell it. I wouldn't be having to go through this stress right now.
Except it rains.
It does. Like it's like the last weekend was like the first weekend in Kentucky, at least, that you could have taken your boat out even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
With the amount of flooding and all that crap that we've had here, it's insane.
Oh,
That's
yeah, it's
why
been crazy.
did you know how I told you that guy wanted to buy the boat, but then we had like 5 people that week that wanted to buy the boat. And then last night Dustin got like 3 messages of people wanting to buy the boat. He's like,
First
all
come, first
these
serve, yo.
2 years, yeah, these 2 years Nobody's been wanting to buy the boat. Now all of a sudden
I
that
marked
guy
it as
buyer for
sale
the boat.
pending after the guy came and looked at it, said that he wanted it. He, he was
Then
a
everybody's
pre-approved for his
calling
lawn,
FOMO.
wanting it.
and
It's
then
FOMO.
everybody, yeah. But
FOMO.
they were still all lowball offers. Like, I'll
Of
give you
course.
30 grand. I'm sure you would. And,
The guy's like, I'll bring it right now. And he's like,
yeah, he's
why
like,
would I lose
I'll bring you 30
$5,000?
grand right now is what he said. And I was like, I'm sure you would, but the guy's coming tomorrow to bring me, 36,000. He's like, all right, I'll do 32. And then I was like, no. And then he's okay. I'll bring you $34,800 right now to take this boat. And I was like, bro, what are you not
No,
getting?
for 2
Like,
days? No.
in
Idiot.
2 days, I'm getting a check for 36,000. I'm not taking 34
Unless
8.
you
I
can
don't
bring
care.
me 45,000.
Right. Yes.
Peace
You want to
out.
bring me 45 right now? I'll take it. Let's go. But
I will take it.
but he
The
just
boat
kept
was
going.
destroyed
And
on
he
the
kept
lake last
increasing it by
night.
like $2,000 each time. So then I just left the chat.
Like, what do you?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
He's like,
Leave
I'm
chat.
done with this.
Some
Yep.
people
I'm
they
good
don't
at
get it.
leaving chats.
Said I have a set price. I may go down a little
Tiny bit.
bit,
The
but
one,
not 5 grand
my
or more.
favorite was the one guy that said, "I'll give you 28,000 cash and like a 2004 BMW
BMW.
Z3." He's like, "That'll get you at least like 8 grand." I was like,
You're like, but yeah,
"No,
then I got to sell that. And obviously you
no."
haven't sold it. So
Yeah, if you're having a
no
hard
more
time
shit we got
selling
to
it,
sell.
I know I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no
have a
more
hard
stuff
time
we have to
selling.
sell.
But it even says on the thing, "No trades," but no one cares.
Listen,
You
I
don't
don't even
care.
think anyone reads it.
No, they don't read none of that stuff.
Anyway,
That's
it's
why
fine.
it took me forever to get those 40 inch Furies sold. Well, like it took y'all forever to get
Oh, did you
Sylvia's
sell them?
38s.
I didn't even know you sold them. I
Yeah,
didn't even know you sold them.
It took a
Great.
long
yeah. I thought
time to sell them 38s.
yeah. Well,
One dude
it took
was
me a minute to
traveling
sell those
through
too.
back to Tennessee and stopped to pick them up.
But you
Yeah.
know what's funny about that is that you know how many people have asked, even recently in like the last 6 months, if I still had those 38s for sale because they were interested?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I
No.
have
Come on.
537 Mickey Thompson ATs, Baja Boss ATs with rims. If anybody's interested, hit us up.
Yeah. Locally you're able to drive here and get them. We ain't shipping.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not
actually,
shipping.
we'd ship for about $5 billion is what it would cost because they
We pay
heavy.
shipping. If they're being
Yes.
shipped,
Will you
we pay
take
shipping.
$20 and an old bath towel with a hole in it? That's what I
No.
got.
If you buy this Dodge truck, I will throw them in for free.
Those rims and tires probably cost more than the truck.
More than the truck. I know.
I guarantee
See,
the
that's what you
tires
should.
probably do, yeah.
So that's what you do is you sell the tires and they come with a free truck.
Ooh.
It come with a free truck. There
Yes.
you go.
Just get
For an extra $500, you can get a truck.
I just get it off of my property.
That's
Get it
funny.
off the property.
Do you guys have anything else?
I'm telling you, just pull the motor and swap it into the Gladiator.
We should just list the motor and the body can go to the junkyard.
You
Motor
could
and
part it
axle.
out. You could part it
Yeah,
out.
well, the front's independent, so it's not a.
Yeah, it's not a
So it'd
solid
be the rear axle, rear live axle. Front's independent.
You know, I did forget to tell everybody because I forgot that last week we actually did our podcast on Monday too, is that Savannah passed all of her testing. So she is a
Yay.
licensed hairdresser now. So she's going to start
Well, she's not licensed yet.
tomorrow morning she will be.
She'll
So the
receive
messed
her
up thing
license
is
tomorrow.
the messed up thing is, no, like when she passed, she has to fill out an application for the license, but it's like $75 to fill out the application, but the licenses renew July 1st of every month, and she passes on what the
The
24th.
24th.
So she's gonna have to pay $75 and then potentially get it within the next 6 days, and then
And then
pay
do it again.
another, then do the renewal, which is $60 more. And she didn't even know she's going to have the license by then. But if she filled out the application before the first, then she would have to pay that fee no
Just
matter what. I was
wait.
like, why
Just
would
wait.
you do that?
She might as well
Like,
just
no.
wait.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
just
Yeah,
wait.
so she's waking up tomorrow morning early,
Yeah.
filling it out and being done with it.
Yeah.
Which at that point she'll be licensed. She just won't have her physical license, but she'll be in the computer as a
Yeah.
licensed
Once you
hairstylist,
fill it
so
out
it's
and
fine.
pay, then yeah, she will be
So she
like.
I
can start
believe that
taking
she should be able
people.
to. Mhm.
Well, like
And
you're just
I
wasting your
think
money to fill it out 6 days early and then have to pay again, like for
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So
And she may be able to print it out. Dustin may be able to print it out tomorrow, actually, instead of her having to wait for them to send it, because it'll
Yeah.
take a month for them to send it, which is
Yeah.
also annoying.
it doesn't have to have her
Yeah.
picture on it though.
She'll have to post a picture whenever you
Mhm.
Oh,
upgrade it.
whenever you apply for it, you have to put a picture in. I didn't know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Awesome.
Cool.
So what do we
You
have
guys got
coming
anything
up?
else?
4th of July.
4th of July
Yeah.
is
You're watching
on
this on the 4th
Friday.
of July.
Happy 4th, everybody.
Happy 4th.
Happy
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. Yeah.
Hashtag
Where
America.
we told the Brits to go pound sand.
Pick some rocks.
Can't do that no more, Thomas. You're gonna get us canceled, dude.
I just said pound sand.
You still gonna get us canceled. You can't tell people to
Dude, if
pound.
we're not canceled by now,
I know, right?
I mean,
Oh, if you ordered a voodoo flag, we have them
Voodoo?
in. I gotta get Jennifer's in the
WKN.
mail. I mean,
Not voodoo.
White
Not
Knuckle.
White Knuckle Nation.
Wow, I did
Say,
get the voodoo
wow.
You did get a voodoo flag to check them out.
Wrong.
flag. I did.
Wrong club.
It's
Wrong
right
club.
there. It's literally right. It's here.
She was looking at it.
Yay.
Oh, nice.
That's why.
Oh
So
yeah, because you got a voodoo one too.
yeah, I wanted to see how it was going to turn out.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, hand it to me real
is
quick.
that yours?
I don't. Yeah, it
So
should be mine.
I only know money that I took with Maggie and Jennifer.
So Sylvia, you're probably gonna want to get a new one.
We did
Uh-huh.
some adjustment.
We did some big adjustments, and let's just say
Bigger is better.
logo. You're not gonna be able to see it all on here.
Here.
Did you make it bigger, the logo part?
We did.
Good deal.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
It is.
Cool.
It's
Hey, that's
massive.
huge.
It is.
That
Yeah.
takes up
It's
the
big.
whole flag space. That's nice.
It fits
Yeah.
the whole
All of
flag.
it. All
All
of
of
it.
it. It's big.
Yeah. Mine,
It's big.
mine is actually right here. So,
So
which is hilarious that mine is in here. But
see
yeah,
how
'cause
small it
that's
is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So look how big
All right.
this
I'll
one
have
is.
to. Yeah, you'll have to send me.
Like there's not much like from the
at all.
edges.
Yeah.
Can I have it? Can I make it more like hot pink instead of like purpley pink? I don't know what
What's
the
that?
colors are. Can I get mine more like hot pink instead of like purple pink?
Yeah.
Do they have that?
Yeah. Well, we were so just like the orange, we'll have to play with the
Like more like
colors.
magenta.
We're going to play with them, see what we
Yeah.
can get.
Mother
So-
of pearl.
But we've got some extra. We got 2 extra white, 2 extra. No, now we only have 2 extra white, 2 extra of the black. It's like a dark gray.
It's really
black.
a dark gray, but
Yeah.
we're calling it
Like a
black.
charcoal.
So
Charcoal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You
Charcoal.
can't call it that, Thomas. That's racist.
Charcoal is good.
canceled. All right,
Canceled.
y'all have a good day.
Hashtag canceled.
So we may put in another order for
For
invasion.
invasion.
Takes about 4 weeks to get them in, so we'll do yours.
Yeah. So I'll have some shirts. I'll do a short shirt order too. I have a new shirt design that I've been working on. It's on my iPad for sure because I have to keep tweaking it. But it's similar to this, where it's got like the treads
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be nice.
and the White Knuckle Nation.
She didn't know if that was
So-
gonna do
Why?
because it's a flag and it's got the tracks through it.
No, that's fine.
That's what
I
I
just want to
told
make
her.
sure it wasn't a disrespectful thing, but she said no.
It's a shirt.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't.
shirt.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
shirt.
like, I don't know, but I'm like, because I'm changing the flag,
That's all
but there
right.
are 50 stars.
Yeah.
But and
Would
the
it
White
be
Knuckle Nation.
disrespectful if it was underwear?
Only if it was on you.
Fair enough.
Make it Dustin. Anyway, so
If we made that into some Speedos for Invasion.
That's what I was
We're
gonna say.
ta- We're taking
Speedos.
an order for WKN Speedos for the Lazy River at Invasion.
That's
so I
right.
just gotta
Down one
decide.
flag.
I just gotta decide. I'm only gonna do one color order for
Yeah.
this. So we just have to decide on which color we're gonna do,
Dark gray.
and then I'll dark. You think dark gray, or do you think that green again? Because everyone loves that
Dark
that
green.
army green, that heather green.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
a
probably
flag.
the-
Heather green.
Probably the green.
Since it's
With
with
the
flag.
white lettering, with the white flag. That's what I was thinking.
I would
We could
I would
probably
do
just
a
do a.
do a gray with the green.
We could probably
The
do a
Gray.
picture and then
Yeah.
put a poll in
Do we
the
have-
Facebook group on. We're
My
ordering.
Yeah,
no, it's camo though. It's a camo. My War Poet green one, but it's a camo pattern. It's gonna be in that pile right there.
If
Yeah,
we
it's
had
over
pictures of the colors, then we could post it on the Facebook page and then
there.
have
The
people
green
do a
Do that.
poll and
it's
then
towards the bottom.
yeah. And see what
That's
people think. That
yeah, just which one they'd rather have and then
do that one.
order the.
But then I
order
would
the
have
majority.
I would have them, and if you were local, I could get them to you
What
before
color?
Invasion, or if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
this green
Like that green.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the fatigue green or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But what color? That would be cool.
Well, probably white or something white would
Like a
would
tannish
show up
gray.
good.
almost a tan.
I could probably do that.
A tannish
probably do
gray.
that, a tan.
Not like a bright. That's kind of a greenish tan tint to it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hard
like-
to tell on the camera because
But
it
then the
looks like
symbol would
it's
obviously
tan.
be like black on there, right?
And
like the tire
the
tread.
outline is gray.
Or the flag, gray, dark gray.
Well, I was
Yeah,
just
I would
gonna
say
do the
it-
whole thing one. I guess it doesn't
One
matter. I was
color.
gonna just do the whole one color because I was just
Just
gonna
one
have
that's
it,
what I'm
that
saying.
deep.
Do the whole
DTF,
thing this
yeah.
color right here. It's all gonna be one color. Because
Yeah.
it won't be
Just
like
to make it easy.
bright
I'll see
white.
if I can try and figure out what
Yeah.
color pattern that is.
But if
Yeah,
it's all
'cause-
one color, you won't even be able to see the flag.
Yeah, you can.
What are you talking about? It won't be the same color as the shirt.
It looked
here,
like
though.
my shirt. Look, this is all one color. It has the American flag right here. You guys can see it?
Yeah.
There's
I
a
can
white
see it.
shirt with a white American flag.
I can see it. You got to cross your
Yeah.
eyes to see it, but you can see it.
Like one of those things you go like this, and then you can see the
I can
picture
never
in it.
see those.
Stacy hates those. I can
I
see
can't
them
either.
like that.
Yeah,
Can
I can
I
see
never
them
had
quick.
any issue with them.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I love those things.
But yeah, so
But
I'll
yeah.
probably try to have those done. So yeah, so we'll get an order for the flags. Did you end up getting a way for people to pay you?
Huh?
Yes.
So okay.
Everybody paid
Is-
us. Mhm.
No, away from.
No.
Yeah,
I'm saying
Stacy
for
went
people
ahead
to
and
pay
did-
you.
Venmo.
Stacy went ahead and
Okay,
got a
yeah.
Venmo
So we'll
because everybody
we'll
keeps
have,
hitting us up about it. So we just
yeah.
she went ahead and set one.
I don't have to use you no more.
I was just asking.
I got Venmo and got one of their cards. It's just not linked to my bank account. I refuse.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have to.
You
You
don't
can
have
just
to.
go. My little card is always.
Oh,
And I got a
Venmo
black
card.
one, so Thomas, I didn't get a pink one, so if I have to hand it off
I
to
did.
Thomas, it's not black. It's black.
Justin takes my Venmo card to pay, especially for dinners. He'll use it. He'll whip that right out and flop it down.
I don't even have possession of it. You're the one that
I
flops it
hand
out.
it to you, and then you take it.
Well, that's because you're sitting there. But if
But
I
you
have to hand
handed-
it to him,
you
then nobody's
handed
gonna
it
question
to
a
me,
pink card.
so
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so
Anyways.
that'll be nice.
But yeah, we need to get some more. Are you going to do some more stickers also?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we definitely need to get some more cards. We keep getting asked
I
about
know. Yeah.
like the business
We gotta
cards.
update them.
Yeah,
definitely
but I
need to
want
get
to. I want to pre-sell a bunch of the shirts and crap, so that way, and have like where they can find me to get them.
Yeah.
And then still bring some extra, but I don't want to bring just like 100 shirts like I did last time, and have to pack them around with me because that was a lot.
Well, we can
But
take
we'll
some
have our camper.
because
Yeah,
we're
we'll have our
taking
camper too.
we're taking Carbon and
His
Stitch,
purse in my backpack,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
my duffel bag.
no, it's a purse. It's Sylvia's purse. Get it
It's a
right.
merce.
My my beats tote.
It's a merce.
It's a merch.
It's a merce.
You
Okay.
got MRSA.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Oh,
funny. But yeah, we'll do it because we
like
did.
that.
Yeah, because we'll have to make our rounds and bring them to. Well, anyway, so that's going to go on the back of the shirt, and then I'll have like a White Knuckle Nation
Logo over
small on the front. Over
Nice.
the left.
You gonna put the flag on the sleeve?
You're asking for too much.
I was just asking a question.
I guess it's just going to depend on how.
It's got to fly
Which
the
way does
right
it-
direction, though. You do know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, where I'm going. So on my left, the stars will be in the front, and on my right,
The stars.
It'll
right
go.
here.
It'll go on the right. Flag will go on the right sleeve, and the stars are going to be facing the front,
See.
just like this one.
Yes.
Actually,
okay.
that's
okay.
going the wrong direction.
that's going the wrong direction.
going the
I was
wrong
gonna
way.
say.
Okay, that's wrong. Yeah,
Then you talk to him. He's going the wrong way.
Yep.
because
His
the
flag's
stars
so
need
that
to be
flag's going the
leading.
wrong way.
Because the stars
Yes.
need to
Lead
be
with the
leading, right?
stars.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
lead with
And
the
it always
stars.
goes on the right side generally.
My
Because it looks like
9
it's
likes to be laid
backwards,
over
but
there
it's
too.
not.
It is. It is backwards.
What's that? The one on
On
Stacy's is
Stacy's.
wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, there you go. That one's right. That's not the 9 line, but
No, but
that's
it's right.
on the right sleeve.
Right sleeve.
Yeah. But like when
and-
you're looking at it, you're like, why is that flag backwards? Because we're used to it being on the left
It's
side.
not
but because
backwards. To
it's
me,
because it's going-
that's right. That's right to me. If you're
Yeah, 'cause
military, if you've been
the
in the
stars
army
are
anything,
leading. The stars are leading you in.
the
But if
stars
you
lead.
have a flag, just in front of you on a piece of paper, the stars go in the top left corner.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's
see.
wherever it's on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter how the flag is
Well,
going.
like the
all on how
flag
it's
behind you on your board, the stars are on
Yes,
the
top
left-hand side.
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whenever someone shows a picture of the flag, it's on the left.
The other
But
ones
if
are
you
right.
know the reasoning is because it's how it's traveling in the wind, the stars will be in the front and then
Yeah,
yes,
that's why.
there you
Yeah, you lead and
but
so,
you always put it on your right side.
right side.
Okay.
On this flag sleeve. That's on the right sleeve.
I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter if it's on the left and right, but for military purposes, military uniform, it's on the right.
So what
Mhm.
they're doing is.
Well, I mean, technically
Clapping it
in
up.
your vehicle it's supposed to be on the rightmost side too if it's not center. So it would make sense that it's on the right.
Yeah, because of the we'll go in a whole
Don't.
military-
I know.
Open a whole
Guys,
can of
don't.
worms
Yeah.
here.
No, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Well, we'll just see because that's just more pressing that I'm going to have to do. So, because I make all the shirts, so we'll just see how.
Wait, they're not gonna make them for you? I thought they were just gonna print them out.
What are you talking about? I always make the shirts.
I understand that, but I thought that
They'll
I
print
was
out
thinking
the.
this was a different order. Like we're actually ordering the shirts and they're gonna come made.
No.
to us.
I just before I go buy $100 T-shirts that I don't know if people want, I'm gonna pre-sell them, so that way I know that people want them. Instead of just having a whole bunch of extra, I'll have a bunch of extra, but not like all of them extra.
All right then.
That way I
if
know how
you
to
want a
that way I know if I need.
Order them.
Yeah,
Hit us
so
up.
we'll put that up.
Hit
I'll
us
probably put
up.
that up here
Facebook,
soon, actually, because then I have plenty of time to
Instagram,
make them.
TikTok, YouTube,
Yeah.
in the comments below.
Make sure
you
you at us so that way it tags us and we actually see it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Well,
if you
they'll add us on the Facebook group because no one's gonna see this. It's fine.
the 4 people, one,
There's
two,
gonna be
three,
about
all
20,
four of
30
us.
people.
You say
All
just do
4 of us
at
will order it.
Dustin so he gets every message.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be funny.
go for it.
He loves that. He'll leave.
He's in charge of every shirt.
Dustin loves to comment.
Hey, if you put them on the YouTube comments, then that's what
Yes.
we'll have like 3 shirts to order. It'll be nothing.
Be easy peasy.
We only got 2 comments on the Moab list on what trails we should do.
There was a bunch on Facebook.
Right.
Mhm.
Sure.
There was quite a bit on Facebook.
If y'all don't know, Dustin is the party pooper.
He is the party pooper.
Dude,
Every-
I'm not
every
the
week-
party
sucker.
pooper.
every week-
I'm just spitting facts here, and y'all are taking
Every
it
week
as
he wants
shit.
to quit.
Yeah,
I wanted to quit for so long.
You can't quit.
It's
You're stuck.
I know I'm stuck.
You are stuck. Oh, you're stuck.
We'll be like 90 years old, the nursing home, like, so we're on season 75. I remember back when we used to go wheeling once a year.
I remember back when we used to.
Some water,
Oh.
damn it.
Yeah.
You're scaring Lola May.
It's
Oh,
fine. Actually hurts myself to talk like that.
we're at like 40 minutes. Yes.
I don't know what happened, but he did, but it looked bad.
Stacy has left the chat. I don't know.
You guys,
Dustin did
anything else?
something and she took it like completely
It's
like
fine.
Stacy takes things
I'm used to it.
out there.
Anything else? Anything else going on before we say goodbye?
Yes, there is. Dow Dynamics. Even though this will air on
Wait a second.
Friday.
Let's go back. So, did y'all see Mr. Stud over here and the post that dropped?
Like a
That-
year later, dude. I wondered.
Nine line.
No, Nine Line
I'm not
dropped the
even.
post.
I'm not even kidding you. I saw. I don't remember. I saw someone wearing a 9-line shirt like just 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I wonder what they ever did with that picture that they took of Thomas at Invasion. And then like 2 weeks later, you just showed up with the post. I was like, holy shit, that's
We didn't
crazy.
even see it. Another friend of ours tagged him
Tag
in
Thomas
it that
on
saw
it,
it. It
yeah.
popped up. I was like, Then he started getting messages.
Oh my gosh. My phone was blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were making all kinds of comments. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is ridiculous. It was funny. It was funny.
This is how OnlyFans starts.
Yeah, his smoldering face.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
You were doing
I
this.
love all the ducks in the background too.
Yeah.
On the
You Photoshop those out, but no.
You're doing that. You're doing that Zoolander pose. You're like
Zoolander, yeah.
You're gonna have to put that in here. But
yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
I'll
put the
post
Zoolander.
that picture. I screenshotted it. But yeah.
it was pretty funny.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot that I did that.
Side by side of Ben Stiller from Zoolander with you.
No,
Who had the better smolder?
Yep.
I do.
Anyway, so
I'll post that picture in the comments.
Back to Dynamics. What's going on with them?
Yes, Dial Dynamics started their summer sale.
Yes.
20% off all lights. So even though this is airing on Friday, I've already posted on Facebook, Instagram, and a few other places. But yeah, 20% off.
Big deal.
So I know this will air on Friday, but you have until Monday, I believe, the 8th, whatever July 8th is.
Let me just
Is
say,
that Monday?
just for off-road lights.
Well, the 4th is Friday, so yeah, Monday.
The headlights
Tuesday
in the
the 8th.
Kia.
Tuesday the 8th is the
Tuesday?
last day. Tuesday the 8th.
I have switched out the headlight bulbs in the Kia, and it's made a world of difference.
Yeah, they do regular. So if you have a halogen bulb, they do make replacements LEDs for the halogens. And
Really?
it's a
I need to
world
get some
of
of those
difference.
for the Armada because the Armada
Yes.
It's
headlights
a world
freaking
of
suck.
difference.
It's a world of difference, yeah.
So and let's see, we picked up, so they have two different, they just have a regular, which is 1400 lumen, and then they have their, I believe it's the max, or no, the pro, which is like 20. Hold on, let me double check. Don't get me lying.
They also have this cool flashlight
Oh, Stacy loves the flashlight.
I bought for work that we all need in our rigs because it is fantastic and it's rechargeable.
And it's not really big.
No. I have it downstairs. That sucker's awesome and it does SOS. Let me just put that out there.
It'll flash SOS.
It will. And let me say, everybody at work hates me for bringing that flashlight in because you can see every speck of dirt. It's that. I don't remember how many lumens it is, but it's brighter than hell.
Yeah, it's a 2400 lumens on their Pro series.
I lost my
LS2 is the model, the style.
How much is
But yeah,
it? And then you
it
said
made a
there's a
world of
discount.
difference.
Is the flashlight on sale?
What's that?
Is the flashlight on
Oh,
sale?
you looked against. Yeah,
How
so
much?
use code Carbon, and you can get some cool extra stuff.
Is
Free shipping and
And free
extra.
shipping.
The flashlight should be also part of that deal.
I love my flashlight.
Let me look and see. Products, gear, because it's all lighting. So
It's 31. It's now 31.69.
yep, it's
Oh.
800 lumens.
Mm-hmm.
Their flashlight is
After the discount, it's 31,
31.
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
you get free shipping with Carbon.
free shipping,
That's
and
good.
then
That's a good
also
deal.
they give out some additional
Yeah.
gift
20%.
pack when you use ambassador codes. So
I
yeah,
love
code
my
Carbon.
flash-
But yeah, 20% off
They
all
give a
lighting.
5x7 photo of Carbon that's smoldering in his 9-line t-shirt.
T-shirt.
But yeah, it comes
Pretty
with a
funny.
rechargeable battery and everything.
So yeah, if you're wanting to get any kind of lighting or have been on the fence about it, this would be the time to do it.
Yeah.
This is one of their biggest sales that they've had.
That's awesome.
Nice.
But it's on for all lighting. It doesn't matter if it's their just their regular standard all the way up to their pro, even their max.
Yeah.
Because the SS3s, there's 3 different tiers, basically, if you want to call it the way you want to call their light setup. But yeah, they have just their regular standard LED. They have their pro, and then the max is their higher end. But yeah, so because yeah, there's stuff, great lighting, great company. It is on the high side. It's all on the high end side, but it's definitely well worth it. Definitely well worth it. Yeah, they got their Sport Pro and then their Max and the SS3s, and that's their 3-inch pod lights.
Or if you didn't want to do the headlight bulbs, you could order like 100 of their rock lights and mount them all down the front of your vehicle, sort of like a Mad Max style.
Yeah.
It'd just be a wall of lights.
If you get their just their the plain white, not the RGB Ws, but just the white, that's 1,000 lumens per light. Freaking bright.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
you could
crazy.
use those for your headlights.
You could.
Don't be bright.
Yeah. I can't say that's DOT approved, but why not? Why not? But yeah, so hit yourself up, get some lighting, code Carbon when you check it out.
Treat
And then
yourself.
I'll put the link in the description. So Sylvia, is 4x4 Attitude doing any special sales?
I don't
Do you
think they're
know?
doing any
I know, putting you on the
special
spot.
sales other
Put
than
you on the spot.
yeah, I don't think that there's anything special. They may have I think they're just kind of talking about like their flags that they make. But no, I don't think any crazy deals, at least that they haven't put out right now. But still with the Goldilocks 502 is it Goldilocks underscore or regular? Is it Goldilocks underscore 502? Now I
It's
can't remember.
Goldilocks. I think it's Goldilocks 502.
Yeah. I don't think there's an underscore.
Yeah, you'll get your 10% off of that. So that's better than nothing. And then our tech always has a bunch of deals going on right now, and Goldilocks works for that. You'll get I think it's 15%
Yeah, I believe it's 15,
site-wide
what you said.
on top of anything that they have on sale right now, which I just saw that they have some new inner fenders. And of course, their skid plates are some of their most popular things. And then their trusses and gussets and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm waiting to see if they post something on actual 4th of July for a 4th of July sale, but I haven't seen anything come through yet. Yep.
Awesome.
It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, it is. For sure. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. So yeah. I know on our we do need to update our link tree.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
we need to probably there's a couple need to be removed, and then I know there's a couple that we need to add to it.
need to be added. Okay.
Sure, for sure.
Okay.
So, but we really don't have anything calendar wise major. I know we're probably going to do some little last minute ride on Saturday. We're still trying to figure that out on what's going on. But there was something. Was it the 20? What did you text me? What day did you text me and asked if we had something going on?
The 2nd.
August. Yeah, the 2nd of August.
That's Toronto Jeep Fest.
Yeah.
In Canada?
It's actually not in Canada.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
It's not Toronto.
It's Toledo.
Toledo.
Oh,
It's Toledo, not Toronto. It's Toledo. It's not very far from here.
that's in
Toledo.
Ohio. That's not in Canada.
I know. You said Canada. I said the wrong
You said
place.
Toronto.
I did.
Toronto's in Canada. I mean, there may be a
Stop it.
Toronto, Ohio.
I did.
I don't know if there is.
Toledo, Toronto,
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like we're just in a holding pattern until we figure out the camper thing. Because any of my off days, we need to be able to go pick up or
Jeep
whatever.
Invasion.
We're
And
definitely gonna do
Windrock is our next ride.
That's our next
that we
big.
have written
That's our
down.
next big events. And
So
then of course,
hopefully before then.
Stacey and I will be going to the Dow Dynamics. Their open house on the 9th of September
Mhm.
at their headquarters
Yeah, some
in St. Louis, Missouri.
messed up.
So so if nobody's doing anything and they want to come on out, come on.
Yeah.
We've got it post. I've got the information posted. I'll repost it. Just to keep it fresh. And then but yeah, that's on the 9th of August. Which is Saturday. It's going to be an awesome event. They have an off-road they have a little off-road trail or off-road section, obstacle course, an off-road obstacle course. They'll have set up, they'll have a bunch of vendors and a bunch of stuff going on. So it'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Deal.
And yeah, got some additional stuff we'll be adding on to Carbon whenever, hopefully by the end of July, I'll get some new lighting put on, is the plan. So right before the diode trip. So that'll be one of the next big things we install. And then anything extra going on Goldilocks?
I don't think
Maybe.
so. No,
Just some
I don't
normal
think so.
maintenance routine stuff, because I know I definitely need to do that.
I might clean
I
it.
think-
I do need to find time to remount her
My radio.
her radio up on the new rack that she put in.
Oh yeah.
Other than that,
Pretty content. I'm pretty content right now until it's time to get my I mean, I do need to get a my hydro assist steering, and then other than that, like my tons, I feel like I'm really content. I feel like it performs really, really well right now. So I can't think of anything that I have to have. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay right now. So yeah, there probably won't be a whole lot done to her
Gotcha.
every now and then.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have that Apex steering booster that I'm not going to use now. That's for sale.
nice.
Hit me up.
Why not? Because you're gonna do the hydro instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well, because wait, the steering booster, because of the I guess the I don't want to say needle, but it goes into the pump of the steering, but I'm doing complete PSC, which I won't be using the factory one. I'll be using PSCs.
Yeah.
So I won't need the pump, or I won't need the booster.
Yeah.
Because the PSC will.
This is a belt driven pump instead of the electric.
Yes. Yep, instead of electric. So I'm not for sure. I know I talked to John Callahan about it, because, but I don't know if he actually gave me a definitive, but I'll verify it from him. But I think as of right now, it's still available.
It's in my garage. It's available.
It's not a big box, so you wouldn't even know it. You don't even know where it's at. You wouldn't
In
even
my
know.
garage. It's available. That we will ship. You pay for shipping. I will ship it out.
Or if you buy that for an extra $500, you can get a Dodge.
That's right. You come and get it.
Right.
Free Dodge with purchase of Apex Stream Booster Kit.
Yes.
Get it out of my driveway.
Yes.
We also have to make room for a camper at some point.
Yep. I'm about
And
ready for you
without
to pull a trigger somewhere. Buy a camper. Come on. Hurry up.
I know. I found one.
You could
It's
you
just
could
not for
buy
the right
you could buy
price.
our camper, and then you wouldn't
Ours is
have
too
to
big.
you wouldn't
Ours
have
is
to
too
trade it
big
in.
for them. Yeah,
I
ours is
mean,
too big.
you'd have to pull it with the Dodge.
It's true.
Well, then we'll be in the same boat you're in currently,
Yes.
taking two vehicles.
No.
When if we're taking two vehicles, it's going to be two Jeeps.
Yeah.
Not a vehicle that pulls the camper that's just going to sit with the camper.
Yeah.
No. No. I don't like to drive. You've not noticed that. So.
And I don't mind
I know.
driving. Actually, I prefer to drive.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, that's about it.
other than that, we ain't got nothing else.
No.
No,
Not too much going on.
not too much more.
All right. Well,
All
I
right,
guess
everybody.
we will see. Yeah. Next
Like,
week.
subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We'll see you all in
Yep.
the next one. Later.
Adios. Bye-bye.